Welcome to the Deep Dive, your essential shortcut for getting up to speed on complex topics. Today we're jumping into something that, well, really shapes business success. Customer experience, or CX.
Yeah, it's huge. And it's not just about making people happy, is it? The sources we looked at show companies that nail CX actually double their shareholder value, and they see triple the growth compared to others.
Triple the growth. But the stakes are incredibly high, too.
Oh, absolutely. What really stood out for me is the downside risk. Our research shows pretty consistently, actually, that 1 out of every 3 consumers will walk away from a brand they love after just one bad experience.
Wow, just one. That's not much room for error. It's a direct hit to your bottom line, not just, an unhappy customer.
Exactly. Poor CX is a real threat.
Okay, so in this kind of environment, AI isn't just some sci-fi idea anymore. It's actively changing how businesses talk to their customers. We're way past basic chatbots now.
Definitely. We're seeing these really sophisticated AI systems. They understand context, they automate stuff that used to take ages, and they give you insights in real time. It genuinely makes interactions better.
So AI is becoming, essential across the board, from getting a customer to keeping them.
Pretty much. It lets businesses offer support that's personalized, knows the background, works on any channel, anytime. CX is shifting from just reacting to being, well, proactive, sometimes even predicting what a customer needs before they ask.
Okay, so for this deep dive, here's our mission. We need to cut through all the marketing buzz around these AI customer engagement platforms, names like Dialpad, Nextiva, RingCentral, and Avius AI.
Right. There's a lot out there.
There is.
Yeah.
And we want to arm you, the listener, with what you really need to know. We're focusing specifically on 2 critical points. First, how much technical skill do you actually need to get these things working? And second, how do their pricing models really work?
Those are the big questions, definitely.
Yeah.
The goal is to help you choose wisely without getting totally snowed under by information.
Exactly. Let's dig in.
Okay, so if we look at the whole landscape of AI in customer engagement, lots of platforms promise similar things. Lower cost per interaction, more self-service, making staff more productive, maybe consolidating tech to ease the burden on IT.
Yeah, those are kind of the baseline benefits you'd expect from AI and CX now. All good stuff.
But, and this is crucial, our sources really hammered this home, how they deliver that AI and what you need to bring to the table, that varies a lot.
Okay. So it's not all plug and play.
Not necessarily. The sources specifically called out that some solutions require immense technical user input prior to activation. That's a direct quote. And it flags a major headache for businesses.
Immense technical user input. That sounds potentially expensive and time-consuming.
It can be.
Yeah.
So let's look at a few of the big players first. Dialpad, Nextiva, and RingCentral. Our sources tend to group these together because they share some common traits, especially around those technical needs and pricing.
Right. So for these 3, Dialpad, Nextiva, RingCentral, what's the common thread?
Well, a key point that kept coming up is that most features require human staff to handle inbound calls. So you're not getting a fully automated front end right out of the box.
Okay, so humans are still very much in the loop for handling calls.
Yes. And that phrase, again, requires immense technical user input prior to activation that pops up when discussing these platforms. It means you'll likely need people internally who really know their tech stuff, or you'll need to budget for significant help from outside just to get them running and talking to your other systems.
Got it. And what about the cost side? How does that usually work?
That often follows the same pattern. The charges are generally based per seat, meaning per user. So you pay for every single employee who needs access.
Per seat. Okay.
And another thing the sources mentioned, advanced capabilities are often charged as add-ons. So if you want the really cool AI features, that's often extra on top of the per-user costs.
Right, so the price can climb quickly, especially if you have a lot of staff or need those advanced features.
Exactly. Now, to be fair, these are powerful platforms. Dialpad, for example, it's built for enterprise communication. It uses AI for real-time stuff like summaries and action items from calls or meetings. Its contact center uses AI agents, sure, but it really shines in coaching human agents live, using sentiment analysis and suggesting responses.
So it's AI assisting humans, primarily.
In many key areas, yes. Then you have Nextiva. That's more of a unified platform, trying to manage the whole customer journey. They have a generative AI knowledge base for agents, meaning it can create new answers, not just pull old ones. That's pretty neat for support staff. Plus secure payments, language translation, smart routing, mostly routing to human agents.
Okay, another human-centric tool, enhanced by AI, and RingCentral.
RingCentral's focus is really on enhancing human communication with AI. They have an AI receptionist for basic questions and routing to the right person. RingCX is their contact center platform for managing human agents, and RingSense analyzes human conversations, transcribing calls, finding themes, that kind of thing.
Okay, so pulling it all together for Dialpad, Nextiva, RingCentral, what's the takeaway for someone listening?
Well, look, these are solid tools, no doubt. They could be great if you already have a strong IT team, or if your strategy is really about humans and AI working closely together, with humans handling those core interactions.
But you need to be prepared.
Yes. You need to understand the commitment. You'll need technical expertise for setup and management, and you'll still rely heavily on your human staff for handling many of those inbound calls and interactions. That's the consistent message.
Right, now let's pivot. Because our sources point to Avius AI as something quite different. They call it a superior front-end customer service solution. It seems to offer a real alternative, especially if those tech requirements and per seat costs are, potential roadblocks for your business.
That's exactly right. The absolute key difference for Avius AI, based on our sources, is this. No human staff is required to handle inbound calls. That's a pretty stark contrast.
No human staff required for inbound.
Okay, that's significant. It is. It highlights that it's designed as a truly managed solution. The sources say it can be customized and activated instantly with minimal technical user input. So it directly tackles that need for a big internal tech team for setup and running it. You don't need to bring that.
Minimal technical input. And what about the pricing? You mentioned that was different too.
Hugely different. The sources clearly state that for Avius AI, the core charges are generally inclusive and not per seat user.
Inclusive, not per seat. So you pay for the solution overall, not for each person using it.
That seems to be the model. It's positioned as a full company solution. Plus, and this is big for budgeting, advanced capabilities are included, not extra add-ons. That gives you much clearer cost predictability.
Okay, that's a major shift in thinking about cost and setup. So what's a core promise of Avius AI then?
It really centers on dramatically multiplying staff and increasing productivity while significantly reducing costs. It's less about just tweaking efficiency and more about fundamentally changing how you handle that front-end customer service using automation.
And they have numbers to back that up.
They do, and they're pretty eye-opening. Talking cost efficiency, Avius AI claims they can boost productivity by up to 60% and multiply your staff's impact at up to 17x less cost than traditional methods.
17 times less cost. Wow.
Yeah. And here's a specific example they give. The system can provide the same level of support as 4.2 human receptionists. That's to get you 24/7, 365 coverage at just a fraction of the cost. That really quantifies the potential budget impact.
4.2 human receptionists.
Yeah.
Just handled. Okay, that leads naturally into availability, right?
Yeah.
247, 365.
Absolutely. That's a huge plus. With Avius AI, you're no longer limited by standard working hours. Now, lots of AI offers round-the-clock service, but Avius specifically highlights its capacity handling up to 200 inbound phone calls simultaneously.
200 calls at once.
Simultaneously. And they mention custom solutions can go even higher, so it's built to scale if you grow fast.
That really is a game changer. Imagine handling peak call times without scrambling for staff. It lets businesses shift their people, their human capital, to more strategic things.
Exactly, like building relationships, solving complex problems, maybe focusing on advertising or sales instead of just answering the phone. Our source is called Avius AI, your best employee that never sleeps. Always on, always consistent.
Never sleeps, never has a bad day, which brings up automation levels. How much can it actually handle?
Well, for some businesses, Avius AI says approximately 90% of tasks can be completed with their AI virtual assistants. That's a huge chunk of the front-end workload taken off human shoulders.
90%. Freeing up humans for the really complex stuff that needs empathy or, real judgment.
Precisely. So it acts like direct staff augmentation. It instantly multiplies your staff, making sure every call answered, every job booked, and every inquiry handled happens automatically.
Which means no more lost revenue from missed calls or people getting frustrated on hold.
Right. Your human team can then focus on what they do best, keeping your customers happy, building those deeper connections.
You mentioned consistency. The AI is always consistent.
That's a key point. It acts as your best employee every time. It sticks to your brand message, delivers high-quality service on calls and on your website. It never has a bad day, ensuring every interaction is perfect exactly how you want it. That's vital for your brand, especially on those first contacts.
Okay, so what specific features does it offer on the front end?
It acts like a digital representative. You get custom AI voice and chat responses. The interactions use something called agentic AI.
Agentic AI, what's that mean, practically?
It means the AI isn't just following a rigid script. It can understand context, it can plan, reason, adapt its responses to achieve a goal, kind of like a human agent would. It's smarter. It also handles automated lead capture and qualification.
Oh, so it can help with sales, too.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Converting calls and chats into leads, qualifying them based on criteria you set, and then automatically routing that information where it needs to go.
That sounds incredibly useful.
Yeah, and there's more. Automated call routing, workflow triggers to get customers to the right place fast, no waiting. And for your website, it uses AI chatbots to greet visitors, answer questions, and guide them 24/7, turns visitors into potential customers.
Okay, that's a lot of capability packed in, specifically for that front-end interaction, without needing the heavy tech lift. Now, there was another interesting point about Avius AI. They're positioned as more than just one product.
Yes, this was fascinating. They operate as a sort of full business ecosystem. The sources explicitly say Avius AI can assist with you in deciding between all of these platforms, Dialpad, Nextiva, RingCentral, or Avius AI itself.
Wait, so they'll help you choose, even if it means choosing a competitor?
Apparently so. They help you navigate the whole landscape to find what genuinely fits your business best. It's not just about pushing their own solutions.
That's unusual, and they help implement, too.
Yes, they help implement them for you. This is where their 25-plus years experience comes in. They have relationships that let them offer pricing that is not available to the public.
So even if you decide, say, Dialpad is the better fit after talking to them, Avius AI could still help you get a better price and set it up.
That's what the sources indicate. It positions them as a really comprehensive partner, showing, I think, a lot of confidence in their own managed solution, while also understanding the wider market realities.
Okay, that's a really different approach.
Yeah.
So we've laid out the differences, the tech requirements, the pricing, but how does someone really know if Avius AI is right for them?
Well, Avius AI has a pretty direct answer for that. They actually want you to test it yourself.
Oh.
They encourage potential customers to call their demo line. The number is 855-284-8196. And here's the kicker. They want you to role play with the demo for your exact business.
Role play, like pretend to be one of my customers calling in.
Exactly. It's not just a canned demo. They want you to really test it, see how it handles your specific types of questions, your common scenarios. It's about seeing how it works for you firsthand.
That's quite bold. A live test for your specific needs. Call 855-284-8196 and just try it out.
Yeah, it's a pretty powerful way to gauge if the tech really fits your workflow and solves your problems. It lets you feel it out directly.
Okay, so wrapping this deep dive up. It's crystal clear that AI is the future of customer engagement. Every platform we mentioned, Dialpad, Nextiva, RingCentral, Avius AI, they're all innovating.
No doubt about that.
But the choice for your business really seems to come down to those key differences we focused on. How much technical heavy lifting are you prepared to do? How do you want to manage costs per seat with add-ons? Or an all-inclusive model?
Yeah, are you looking for tools to enhance your existing human teams, requiring that technical input, or do you need a managed solution that automates heavily right from the start with minimal tech involvement?
Which brings us to maybe a final thought for you, the listener, to chew on.
Go for it.
In this world where we're just overloaded with information and customer expectations are constantly rising, what if the most powerful business tool isn't just about adding more features? What if it's about seamlessly managing what's already hitting your front door?
Interesting angle.
What if the real advantage comes from a solution that handles all that heavy lifting, effortlessly, freeing up your most valuable resource, your people, to focus just on relationships, on strategy, on real growth?
That's definitely something to think about. Where do you get the biggest strategic advantage in the long run?
Something to consider. That's all for this deep dive. Thanks for joining us.
Thanks, everyone. Catch you next time.